Hey all, so I'm just going to show you how to do the chain, which is the most basic item you need to learn when first crocheting. Most crochet products start with a chain or magic ring. There are other ways to start and I will show them at a later date, but for starters most people start with a chain. So I'm just using a 4mm hook, and this is DK weight yarn. I'm not sure what size that is in American terms, I'm really sorry. But it's basically like, I think it was originally known as 8-ply in the UK, but we now know it's DK, double knitting size, okay? So first thing you need is a slip knot. I take the tail end here and the working yarn here, just hook them out, and then I twist that over so the tail end is on top of the working yarn, so I can then grab the working yarn and pull it through that loop my fingers just made, and that gives me my slip knot. There are other methods of slip knots, and if this one doesn't work for you, I suggest looking up some others first. I unfortunately only know how to do this one. It's the one I was taught and the one I find easier. The other methods I've not really got on with. But once you've got your slip knot on here, to do the chain is really simple. You want to try to make sure you can tension your yarn. Now I hold it by hooking it around my finger, little finger, over that finger, under that one, and use this one is the tensioning while that holds it still. But some people just hold the yarn like that, and that's absolutely fine, or they wrap it around their finger like that. It's whatever is comfortable for you, that you can keep an even tension. See, if my fingers are closed, look, it doesn't really come out. That's what helps. And then hold on to your tail end here and move the crochet hook, because if you're doing that it gets very difficult to move around and to go through the loop, whereas if you hold the tail end with the same hand that's holding your yarn, it becomes much easier. I know some people do work with the yarn on the same hand as the crochet hook. I can't do that, I'm really sorry. This is the way that I work best, okay? So to do your first chain stitch, all you're going to do is you're going to yarn over. So that, what that means is take your hook and go underneath the yarn that's just there, so that it's now over your hook. And then you're going to make sure your hook is facing in such a way that it can hook the yarn and pull it through that stitch, just like that. So the method I use when doing this, I turn my hook, so I'll go in with the hook pointing that way, and then I will turn it to hook the yarn and pull that way, and then when I come back through the stitch I will hook it back up so it's now hooked on the top. So I'll show you that again. So we go yarn over, and you see my hook changes angle at the same time, and then that hooks through, and then I'm changing that angle back up to catch it on there. Now try to keep your tension you don't want it like really so tight you can barely move. If it's so tight you can barely move the hook, you're going to have real difficulty getting your hook back through those stitches. But if it's really loose, it's going to end up with a baggy, uneven start. But you have to be really careful when crocheting your chain to make sure it's not too tight, because the chain needs to have some give, because the rest of the fabric will have a give. So don't pull it too tight, but also don't have it too loose. You want it so it's just a little gap around the hook. If you can see that, it's just a little gap. It's not a big one, but it's not tight to it either. And then so you'll just do this for as many as you need. So you'll yarn over and turning your hook, going through that stitch, and you're back up again. And this is all you do to get the chain. Just keep doing the yarn over and turning your hook. I think turning your hook is quite important because it helps keep that yarn hooked on. Now once it gets to a certain length away from you, it gets a little more fiddly. So just move your fingers from holding it down here to up here. The better you keep your tension and keep hold of here, the more easy it will be to manoeuvre. So every time you do your stitches, just move back up every so often and just keep doing that. Now some people can use your finger to go round and back up instead of using your hook to go round. Either method is fine. You can just use your hook or use your finger to wrap it around. If you notice, I like to hold the loop that's on the hook while I'm doing that manoeuvre, because that keeps it secure and not sliding off, and then you let go of that to pull through. So hopefully you can see how a chain is created, and you see it's a reasonably neat chain, not too loose, not too tight. Now the other thing people struggle with on doing the chain is you'll notice there's two legs. This is the V, like I call it the V, I think most people do, I don't know, but you've got two legs on the top all along here. That's your V's, and there's two legs. That is where you would put your hook normally. That's a front loop and a back loop. So this one here is the front loop and this one here is the back loop. If you were told to work through one of them, you'll know which one it is if you learn from the beginning what the front loop and the back loop looks like. That's always part of the V. But sometimes you'll get told to work in the back of the loop. So what you can turn over, you can see there's little humps going along the back, and those little humps are the back loop, the back of the work, the hump. You can see there. So that's the underside, and that can produce, if you go in those stitches, it produces a really neat edge, because all these V's will be on the edge of your work, and that will give a really nice neat edge. So whenever I'm doing a chain stitch, I always do the second row in those humps at the back, and that will give you a much neater look. So I will move on to doing some single crochet stitches and come back and show you how to do them once I've built it up a little bit so it's easier for you to see. But I hope that's helped on how to do a chain. Any questions, pop them down in the comments below and I will try to answer them for you. Okay, bye!